We are live, and once again, Joan and I are going 90 miles an hour behind the scenes, and then she just cuts me off. I'm literally telling her a story. She cuts me off. She's like, "I'm sorry, we gotta go." Oh my goodness. It's Thursday. I don't know. There should be a special name when it comes to like something about laughter and giggles because up until the moment that we go live, it's like just doing stuff and getting stuff done and we're chatting and doing and then we go live and it's just like this energy of happiness and laughter. And so anyway, welcome to Jewel Loom School Live. It's Thursday, February 8th. I just once again, time is like just moving along here. And I'm so happy that you're here. It's so funny. I had to go back and look at last week's live because I literally couldn't remember what I wore. I was like, did I wear this sweater? I'm a uniform type of person. How about you? Like, I like to have, I'll buy 5 of the same shirt in different colors and similar sweaters. And I love my jeans. But I just like getting dressed to be kind of simple during the work week. Obviously, if I'm going out like tomorrow, like I bought me a new shirt. I'll have to show you. It's super cool. I would have not bought this top in the past, but I like it and I think it looks good. So we'll see. But anyway, all right. So we're talking fashion. Now we're the Jewel Loom School of Fashion. So anyway, I hope you are all doing well. Maria was in line. She is always the student who is waiting outside of the door. You know the ones, always the first. And so anyway, I went to the Harbor Post Office the other day, and there was an envelope in my little Harbor Post Office box, and everything about that word is yes. If you're saying, Jules, are you saying that if you look over here, there are boats and water and fabulosity, and then there's this tiny little post office? Yeah. That's exactly what I want you to visualize. And it's so cute. There's all wood floors and wood walls. And, but anyway, so I have this special little envelope in my, in my secured post office box. And I pull it out and there are jump rings. I think there's like a trail of jump rings, and I'll have to ask this person, is that like their confetti? But I'm pretty sure that some of them followed me to the car. But anyway, without further ado, I do have to show you. I do have to show you what was in my mailbox. Come closer. Look at. Are you kidding me right now? Are you just kidding me right now? Look at that. These are going to be like my oh no you didn't double snap earrings, right? Or when I go do salsa. Who hooked up a mama? Who hooked up the Jewel Loom mama? Who did it? I know who did it. Maria, if you're not like my twin, like my soul sister, like seriously, come on now. Come on now. You are, I mean, these are like masterpieces. Like masterpieces, girl. Look at these. They're long, they're sexy, they have the copper. Like copper is my whole world. Look at them. Gorge, right? So we can like pretend to put the hair up. Oh yeah. When I need some attitude, I'm going to be like, somebody goes blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go, excuse me. Oh, no, you didn't. I might even like beat them with my earrings. Okay, so if that's not fabulous enough, look what else. Look what else. Maria, Maria. Maria, Maria. I know that's a song, right? But I can't hold a note. Girl, I need to know where that clasp came from because, like, I'm all up in the business of that clasp and I need that in my life. Look at this is like, okay, like, do you go to New York and hook yourself up when Fashion Week is in town? Because you need to be that designer. Like, these are perfection. They're perfect. Everything is like unbelievably perfect. Look at them. It's just amazing. Your first loom braid? This is not your first loom braid. Are you kidding me? You're unreal. You are just like perfection. I have a photo shoot on Saturday. I'm gonna figure out how to wear these. Look how rad they are. Oh my God, Maria, seriously. That was like the kindest, most amazing surprise, and it just filled my heart. And I am so very, very grateful. Just unreal, unreal, girlfriend. I will treasure these. You were experimenting. Well, I like your experiments because they're phenomenal. I mean, they're just phenomenal. She even did like the safety thing, right? The on the back of the earring, right? So that they don't fall because they're a lot. They're major, like big girl. Look, Stephanie just joined us. Stephanie, look at the earrings Maria made for me. Are they so rad? I feel like I should go get a professional updo so that I can wear my earrings. Thank you. That was really, 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 really cool. Thank you, Maria. I was just like, so happy. So happy. Yeah. Maria made them stuff. They're just crazy fabulous. I'm gonna wear them tomorrow. I'm gonna wear them tomorrow night. So I'm in all black. I'm like representing Johnny Cash tomorrow. I got this new top and black pants and black heels, and I'm totally gonna rock these. This is gonna be my jewelry. I'm gonna show it off to all my friends. Okay. Anyway. Hey, in case you're just joining, wondering what in the world is going on, I'm Juliana, the inventor of there she is, the blue Jewel Loom, and all of the other fabulous Baltic birch, sustainable Baltic birch designer looms that take your beading to hat bands and chokers and all kinds of other long pieces, all the way to the weaving goddess. The one thing I forgot to tell Robert to make me is another weaving goddess loom, a large one. Robert, if you're listening. So anyway, we have beautiful, beautiful looms and wonderful kits and supplies. And every Thursday we gather as a community and we make stuff. And so sometimes it's very structured. Most of the time, I kind of know what we're going to do. And other times we might have guests on, and like we did a couple weeks ago with Ann Butler, the publisher of Bella Craft Publishing. And I put a little nugget in her ear the other day about maybe doing something. And she was like, uh-huh. So if that comes together, holy guacamole. But I am one of her teachers at her BellaCon event. And so we do have a link that you can use if you want to sign up for that. Ann and I talked all about that. So there's a lot of information here and there. And is there an eclipse tonight? Oh, I thought it was April 8th. Is there one tonight as well? Because I will tell you to tickle April 8th, because I think that's the big eclipse, April 8th. We are going to have something amazing, beautiful, portable, gorgeous, delightful, divine, loving energy. Wow. April 8th. Make sure you tickle yourself to make sure you're on the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the Jewel Loom newsletter, make sure you do that. So when you do sign up for that, you're getting a free PDF to make friendship bracelets and then a 15% off code off of your first order. Jules, is there a price? Yes. So Judy, there's two prices. And I don't know if the first one has sold out or not. It went live yesterday or today to the people who have attended in the past. There's two prices. $147 gets you the swag bag that has, it's ridiculous. Like, it has so much yumminess from a ton of manufacturers, including Jewel Loom. And it gets you into all of the classes. And so I think last count, there were probably like 30 some classes over a 4-day period. I'm teaching 2 of those. And then the other number, gosh, I hope I'm right about this. I think it's $97. Joan, am I right about that? Okay, she's shaking her head. So the $97 version is everything except for the swag bag. And those are going to go quick. I think there was only like 125 swag bags because they're huge. And I know some of it. And I'm just like, wow, that company did that. I've not finalized my my offering yet. Kara says, isn't that for 125 people get the swag bag? Those are the people who pay $147. They get the swag bag and they get all the education. They get an opportunity to win all the things over the 4 days. And then it's $97 if you just want the workshops and all the other stuff. I'm going to be there in person. I'm flying into Texas. And I have something brand new. I have something brand new that I'm going to be offering. So I'm going to have a new offering with a fiber bead kit, 2 workshops. And I'll get it up on the website hopefully, well, no later than the last week of February, because we want you to be able to get your kit in time. Well, it's not till April. It's not going to take that long. But I do have a new product for the paper crafting world. So I'm super stoked about that. There is a meteor shower peaking tomorrow, the 9th. Just check the app. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so make sure if you want to get info on the BellaCon event that you do that. I'm going to post some links again tomorrow on the Jewel Loom page. Hey, make sure you follow the Jewel Loom page on Facebook. It would really be helpful. And here on the YouTube, if you like and subscribe, that would just be fabulous as well. And we so appreciate it when you do that. And believe it or not, it really helps. Helps us to get out there, helps us to get seen, and it allows us to keep doing what we love, and which is serving you and making products for you and kits and patterns and all of that good groovy stuff. So anyway, this week I just wanted to do something chill, which was just a simple bracelet. We've done it before, but I don't think that you can show the process of warping and wefts enough. There's always somebody out there who just needs a refresher, or somebody who's never even seen it. So I put together a very simple, I feel like I'm always like, I need to make myself a new choker, because I'm always like gravitating, because that would be a hot choker. It's kind of like a little, like a rock. Ooh, it's going to match my Maria bracelet. So very simple. I added a Made with Love charm, 5 strands of 5mm fire polish, and a couple of yards of hemp cord and a black button. And it's like $10. I just did $10. I'm like, let's just go easy. Let's do $10. Easy peasy all the way around, on the pocketbook, on the, on the learning curve. Something very, very simple. It's very similar to what we've done before. In fact, I just added these beads for March. If you like to celebrate the greenness of March, This is the Kiss Me I'm Irish button. That's part of the charm set in on the Jewel Loom website as well. So anyway, just thought it would be fun. Here's the kit, easy peasy. I do, oh, sugar. Hold on one second. I do want to show you, and I want to tell you a little secret. So, okay, so there's a new 5mm strand, 12 strands, 5mm, 12 strand fire polish assortment. Okay. If you happen to put this or any other item in your cart, right, and then you go to checkout, it's going to be like, hey, with its earrings, hey. And the price on these comes down to like, I don't know, it's something ridiculously good. So you put something in the cart and you go to buy it, it's going to ask you if you want to add this 5mm 12 strand assortment, and it's something like 20 some % off of what it's regularly priced at. So it's a great deal. So that if you want to make more bracelets, it's just a little secret I'm letting you in on so that you know. And I got my blue wildfire is like, I don't even know how they did that, because honestly, it's probably the most beautiful by far beading thread. And I love wildfire, so it's obviously like the best. I had to order more. It really went fast. It did. So I'm working. So funny enough, I said I was going to work on the small warrior. And I got the Jewel Loom ready. Jewel Loom's like, Mama, come on, show me some love. Which I've been showing you a lot of love lately. And so anyway, we're actually going to work on the original Jewel Loom, which is just fine because it's got the best warp hands down. And it's so funny because I picked a rod that must like be from, I don't know, 2012. It's like pretty, it's pretty dirty. Anyway, it's not going to cause any harm. Let me get things out of the way here and get things a little bit more adjusted. Did my overhead go away? No. Oh, I got kicked off. Hold on. I'm not there, right, Joe? I'm not there. Sorry. Let's me start over. If I knew what I was doing, I would have done it. I got so excited about these earrings that I forgot to go on. And Joan and I were obviously talking and laughing. Oh my God, I didn't do anything I was supposed to do. Hold on, guys. I'm so very sorry. Okay. I'm going to enter the studio. Whoa. You want to take that off? You want to take that off real quick? I got to get us positioned. And bow down. Okay. Is that the right way? Yep. There we go. Okay, cool. Can you hear me still? Okay, awesome. All right. So like I said, I'm working with a Jewel Loom, and just a reminder that the Jewel Loom, okay, the Jewel Loom is a flexible, not bendable plastic, super duper lightweight. All right. And what we're going to do is take that metal rod, put it into the bottom hole, and then bring it forward and snap that in. I like to do a little wiggle wiggle to make sure that the metal rod is really in there. Okay. And it is. And I've already taken my hemp that comes in the kit. And I like to make sure that the knot is actually facing me. So I'm pointing towards my body. This is my right hand and this is my left. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the hemp cord and I'm laying it on the grooves. These are the grooves of the loom. So we're just going to lay it down and then flip it over, bring it forward. And then I'm just going to do a little eyeball. I'm not really worried about it being exactly in, you know, like 12 in on the top, 12 in on the bottom. As long as it looks good, then it's all good in the world. Then I'm going to flip it over again, wrap it around that back button. And I'm going to skip 3 grooves, kind of have that down in my visual since I've only done it like 100 times or 100 times. And then I'm going to bring it back up. And then I'm going to flip it over again. And just, I got to move this really quick. It's sliding everywhere. And then we're going to lay that down. Flip it over. Lay that down again. Flip it over. And then we're going to come back up. And you can see this is part of the patent, right? With these buttons. So you don't have like all of this waste in the middle of the loom because the buttons, when you wrap around the buttons, you're going back up. So that's like a really cool part of my US patent. And then we're going to come back up and I'm only going to do 3 rows across. So I need 4 warps. So it's always 1 more warp than it is beads across. What's a warp? These are warps. This is what I've been doing. I've been going from the top to the bottom and back again. These are my warps. All right. So just want to get that nice and taut and then wrap it around that back button. The cool thing with the hemp is that it's so thick that it kind of locks itself into place for you. Makes it a lot easier to, you know, to tie off. You don't have to really worry about losing your tension. So I'm just trying to get a knot here. Obviously trying to do it with one hand is a little challenging. And then sometimes I'll just come in here with my first tail, you know, and then just make sure that it's nice and tight. Awesome. And then I'm going to cut the excess off. This is hemp cord. It comes in, it's Hemptique Hemp cord. I love Hemptique. It's all I use. And it comes in your little kit. So what I like to do when I'm removing the rod, and let's just visit this for a second here. The distance between the belly of your loom, okay, this bottom part, I mean, we're calling it the bottom right now. Really, it's like the top, right? So like the belly of your loom, okay, and the distance of your warps. You want to make sure that that's not more than, here, I'm going to get my measuring tape because I want you to really get the visual. And what I want to do first is actually remove my rod. So let me do that. So like I like to put my pointer over the warps and then very carefully, okay, I go to remove the rod. Okay, it doesn't want to come with me. So I shift the tension by turning the loom around and then it pops out. All right, so don't ever force it because then that's not going to be your happiest day. All right, so going back to the belly of the jewel loom and the top of the warps. All right, let me get the measuring tape here. So basically I've got just, it's just like a hair right under 2 inches. So I don't want the distance between the belly of my loom and the top of my warps to be over 2 inches. Then you have just pulled it way too tight and you're going to put way too much stress on your jewel loom. And that is a very important little tip. Okay. So you see the distance there, the belly of the jewel loom, the top of the warps. I don't want you going over 2 inches. So if you do your warps and you're just like, oh, wow, you know, the 2 ends look like they're getting ready to kiss, you have really gone way, way, way too tight. So loosen up. All right. I'm going to bring the mat in. And again, this is just a really simple project. We're just going to grab our, aren't these gorgeous? These are in the shop by them, available by themselves too. Look how pretty they are in the bracelet. It's like a little rocker little rocker bracelet. Okay, so we're going to bring in my needle and thread. I am using black Wildfire 0.006. And I'm just going to find the end of, it's 1 millimeter. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody's asking something about leather. Why am I doing Jones? Sorry. All right. So I'm just doing like a little knot, and I want to center my project on the loom so that I have equal amounts of warps to tie at the end for my button and my loop. For me, having a 6-inch wrist, that usually means that I start right under this one hole right here. So it might even come up just a smidge. Okay. And then I'm going to transfer the needle and the thread over to my left hand. And I'm going to bring it under now, under all the warps. So my needle and my thread are under the warps. And I'm going to transfer that to my right hand. And then I'm going to pick up 3 of these little 5 millimeter gorgeous silver fire polish beads. And then I'm just going to let them fall. I like to help guide the Wildfire because it can be a little dancy. And so I like to guide it. And then I just popped those beads up and in between the warps. I'm going to come closer to the camera. And I'm helping them stay secure by letting them rest on my pointer finger. You see how my hand is? In fact, I want you to even see how my pinky is a part of the party. Whoa, where's she at? Okay, look at how my pinky is at the back of the loom. The other 3 fingers, right, are on the top of the loom. Beads are resting on my pointer, and my thumb is on top of the warps. Okay, so there's my little sandwich that really helps me to keep my jewel loom under control so that I can get a really nice weave here. Now I'm going to take the needle and I'm going back through the holes, and I want my needle to be on top of the warps. See that? You see how they're on top of the warps? There you go. There's the money shot. Okay. So then again, I'm just going to push that through. And then you see how I take my pointer and my thumb and I immediately switch the weight to my right hand. And now I've got my pointer and my thumb are acting as like a little, like a weight to keep the loom in position. Now, by all means, if you have your jewel loom stand, you're not going to be doing this little hand dance. But I like to show people how to use, perhaps what they got and make it as easy as possible. So again, I went under the warps and I'm going to pick up 3 more beads. And then I'm going to let those fall. And I'm just helping to guide the Wildfire because I'm working with 2 yards, by the way. And then I'm going to bring in my pointer, pop those guys right up in between. Okay. And now in this situation, I've got like my whole hand kind of in the party here, right? So my pinky is not necessarily under the loom. It's a part of like the weight holding it down. And then I'm going to transfer. And I'm pulling. Okay. And then once again, I came under the warps, transfer the needle to my right hand, and pick up 3 more beads. And then we're going to go through. I can do that. Hold on one sec. Okay. So Leanne would like to see this on the Jewel Loom stand. So we introduced a new Jewel Loom stand. I feel like it was in December, but I've kind of lost track of time. I think it was December. And so it's been really, really well received. And so hold on for a hot minute. I've only got one of these too. How come I don't know people? How come I don't know? All right. So, Joan, well, hold on. Let me see if I can bring this into. Okay. So we're just slid that in. All right. And then let me turn it around. Yeah, we might have to do that. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay. And so the loom is now sitting in its carriage. The queen is in her carriage. And we're going to take the metal rod. I'm going to put it in the top hole, pop it into the bottom hole. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so now what I'll do, okay, hold the presses because I kind of got I got my needle already here. Let me get this out of the back here so I can get back into a position that makes sense. Okay, let me see. I'm not really sure. Oh. Did that? No. We might have lost that. We'll stay on this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to push this out of the way, Joan. We'll just get a little closer here. There we go. Okay. So it's kind of awkward because I'm like trying to set it up for the camera. All right. So we're going to come behind. All right. Right hand. So still the same dance. And I'm going to pick up, you won't be able to see me picking up the beads, but that is what I'm doing. 2, 3. So really it just gets it up off of your table. Oh, now it wants to grab everything though. Hold on. Obviously you would have this in front of you. I'm trying to position it in front of me, but also for you. So I'm just going to pop them in just like I was doing. Nothing really different other than the loom is in an upright position now. So, okay. No problem at all, Leanne. I'm happy you asked. I mean, it makes sense, right? By the way, if you did buy a Creative Soul kit yesterday, I posted that if you wanted to add any of the coasters, you could do, I figured it out. You can fit 4 in there. So, but you need to let me know so I can add them to your order and then I'll just send you the invoice. And then that way, if they go in your Creative Soul box, there won't be any extra shipping. So is that helping, Leanne? So like if I was working on it for me, like if I wasn't trying to make sure you had the best view, so it would be in front of me. This is my body, right? And I'll just do it this way for a hot minute so that you could see my actual truth and how I would be using it, not, like for reals. So let's just pick up these guys, 3 of these guys. Oops. Except for it wants to be a part of my chair too. there's a cricket in here. I got a cricket on the loose. So yeah, so like this is how I would have it positioned. And my chair's a little low, so I'd probably get my pillow to work on. She looks regal in her throne. She really does. So is that helping you, everyone, with a better visual of like how you would put your loom in into the stand and how you would work on it? It's good. It's hard to work on it sideways. Yes. We put the C in clever. Like I had mentioned before, we've been talking about a jewel loom stand forever and a day. I just couldn't wrap my head around like why, like I like to have things that are purposeful, right? Like I don't want to just make things to make things. And so for a couple of years now, Robert and I have gone back and forth. And then this was finally the one that made sense. Whoops. Okay, I can't work sideways, you guys. I'm gonna have to go back down because I can't show you the proper camera and me work on this. So hold on. You know what? I do want to see something here.
Hey, why don't you show them how to use it in the cradle instead?
I was just gonna do that, and then you scared the panties off. It's like, who is that in the background? I've not done it this way yet. See, my chair is, hold on. I've lost my overhead camera. So you can also just lay it down. Okay, so it basically just lifts it up, right? So it's got its throne and it's got its cradle. Is that helping everybody? Can everyone see that? Joan, you could take my overhead off because I can't get it to be positioned correctly. There you go. That's better. These are really great. Boy, I'm just like having this visual of everybody in a workshop and with their jewel looms and the stand, and our wine caddies with our Chardonnay. Which, you know what? I think next week that's what I'll do. I think next week, I will decorate the caddies. I'll do the beadwork and stuff that I'm visualizing. I can get my beads over here. Remind me to show you the other half of my, I finished the loops on the other side of my NAMTA project. Remind me to show you. It's really pretty. And I requested my paints from Royal Talons, so I'm super stoked to get those. Do I have a blank caddy? What do you mean blank? Like one that's not been decorated? I have one that, I mean, I don't have one without, are you saying one that doesn't have roses or grapevines on it? Or just one that's not beaded? I don't know. Let me know. I can't see, Joan, so you'll have to tell me. What did she say? Up to what size beads and fire polished crystals would you recommend? The Fireline thread. I always use the 0.006, anywhere from a 2 millimeter, an 11.0 Toho, 15.0 Toho, all the way on up to, you know, a 12 millimeter bead. So, I mean, that's what I'm normally working with. I haven't ever found that I needed to use a different size of Wildfire, I guess, if that's the question. I just always have had success with the 0.006. I feel like with looming, with bead weaving on a loom, I feel like there's a lot more forgiveness and a lot of flexibility, and for using so many different things, right? Like I don't feel like there's like, oh my gosh, you have to use this size, or I mean, looming just gives you the freedom to really use so many different things. Where I think, and I am absolutely not proficient in off loom bead weaving, but it does seem like there are some particulars, you know, like different beading, different size beading thread and what have you. Where with weaving on a loom, I just feel like it's a free for all party. That's why it's right up my alley. I want to use anything and I always say, if it ain't moving, it's fair game. Try it out. Was that who asked that question? Cynthia or Caroline? Oh, Caroline. Does that sound okay, Caroline? Whoops. Whoa. I literally almost just dropped all my beads. And I do want to I'll correct myself on one thing. I am not a 15.0 girl, right? Like my girlfriend Brandy, who does a lot of our patterns, she's a 15.0 girl. And I'll have to ask her what size she really likes beading with on the loom, because I'm not proficient in I just don't use the 15-0s. Like, they're so tiny, they're gorgeous, but I'm not sure. Wildfire only came into my life when I started working with Bead Loom on the Jewel Loom project, because prior to that, we were using fishing line back on Aleene's Creative Living. Literally would go to the fishing store shop, and we were buying big rolls of fishing line, and at times we would use Nymo, but all we ever had back in the day was like white. And so, I mean, I have bracelets that were just made with fishing line. So you could see, like, you're just doing the same repetitive process with a bracelet like this. You can use different colors. You could mix it up. It could be 5mm fire polished beads. It could be a combination of seed beads that fit in the same little warp, like whatever you can fit in each little warp. You could use different types of beads. I mean, there's so many things just with a basic process, like creating your warps and then, doing the wefts. And then the rest is just like a creative smorgasbord. Like, you have such an opportunity to do lots of different things. So I think I just got a couple more rows. That one ended up being a little too big for my wrist. I might have to put that one in your, what size wrist do you have, Joan? I can't remember. Whoops, forgot to go under. I might have to put it in your box. So it's pretty cool to see, like, I think working with it in an upright position and then, laying it down in the cradle, the options that the stand gives you, it's pretty amazing. Oh, pay attention to what you're doing there, Jules. Whoops. Just knocked her out of her cradle. Okay. I think for this one, I might go ahead and stop right here because, like I said, the other one was a little, so I don't know if I want to do 2 more rows or not. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop. I like my bracelets to be a little tighter, so okay. So I'm going to bring you back up here. Oh, one thing that I do like to do, I'm going to scooch this. Hold on. I really like to make sure to go when I'm done. I got to remember to start doing it on that first row too. I'd like to go under. I like to go under the warps through the beads, just as another anchor. for securing the first and the second row, which I forgot to do on the first row, but oh well, it happens. So then when I'm just going to come down a couple rows. So I'm just weaving back through. And then I'm just going to take the needle and go through that first bead and then out in between that second and first bead, and then just anchor on to the warp. And this is where I'm going to tie my little knot to hide it. And then I'll just tug it down so you can't really see it. And then I'm going to do it again. And then I just go back through the loop. And then I'm just going to push that through the back. This way I can use the Wildfire burner. And so I'll just leave a tail for now, and then I'll go back and use the Wildfire burner to secure that. Sometimes you can just undo your knot. I'm not going to like fuss with it if I can't get it undone. I mean, because it doesn't matter. Oh, actually, I wanted to do that before I did that. Bummer. Okay, hold on. I'll do that later. All right, just keep that out of the way. I'm talking to myself. Sorry. And then I'm just going to do these little knots. So I'm just taking the warps and just making like a little knot there. And I like to get it as close. I'll hold on to the warps because I don't want to like distort the bracelet, right? And have it shift. And then I'm going to do that on this side. So I'll just like walk down the little knot there because I want to get it as close. And then I'll like take each warp and kind of pull on it. And then I take these two and do the same thing. And then usually whichever end is longest, if that's how it worked out, that's the end. Like this is pretty equal. This might be a smidge longer. So I'll use this end for my button. And then I'm just going to put the two warps through there. And then I like the clean look these days. Except for I did that on that one, so I won't do the clean look. We'll be rowdy. We'll be rowdy with this one. So I'm just gonna take these guys. And then I'll pull that all the way down. And then just do a knot. And because I am doing it this way, I might choose to get a piece of like red artistic wire and then come in and like wire wrap, or silver. I could do silver too. That would be fine. So there's the one end. And then for sizing, I'll just put that on my wrist and try to figure out how big my loop needs to be. So I just kind of like do this crazy little thing where I'm trying to, with one hand, figure it out. So yeah, so I could see like I need my loop to be, yeah. So what is that? Like a little bit, maybe an inch or something. So then I'll wiggle my way out of here. Okay. And we'll just make a loose knot to make sure. I don't like to make anything too secure so that if I do have to adjust, I have the freedom to do so. So I'll just kind of do that for right now. It's super pretty, huh? It's really fun. Yeah, so I'll go in there and tighten and clean up that mess. But gorge, in less than what? In less than it's 4:55, and I talked a lot like usual, and still got it done. And then what you want to do is if you buy the kit, you're going to get that little Made with Love heart. Then you'll just grab a jump ring, and then you're just going to put that onto the hemp like that. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. You didn't start until about 20 minutes after. I talked a lot. Sorry. So that is a wide cuff. Very cool. Hey, you know what would be fun to wear too? Oh, we'll put Maria in the middle. Hold on. Let's put Maria in the middle. That's so cool. Oh my God. Totally. Are we? Come on now. Come on now. Can I get a come on now? From my lips to God's ears. That is fabulous. Tell me that's not fabulous. Come on now. Even Jones in the background. Come on. I can't. It's so rad. So the silver with the black and the copper is like rocking it, guys. Look at that. So cool. Come on now. All the way from Jersey. Come on now. David's in the jacuzzi giving hearts. I love it. It's wonderful. Excuse me. And he's got a little glasses emoji on. I'm loving this color palette. It's really like very elegant, but very rock and roll. I like it. I like it a lot. I might do this tomorrow with all of this fabulosity. Okay, if you missed it, these were in my post box. Do you see these, Dave? David, you're going to have to show Tam too. Look. Maria made these for me. Are they rad or what? Oh my God. Tomorrow when I'm going to the harbor tomorrow for a birthday celebration, I'm going to be like this. What am I going to do? I'm going to like fluff my hair. I'm going to make sure these are out. Can I help you, ma'am? What would you like to drink? I'd like a Chardonnay. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to have someone videotape it. I like a Chardonnay, please, with my earrings. Just a little Chardonnay with my earrings right here. And I'd like to sit here and just drink my Chardonnay with my earrings. Did you screenshot them? They're so cool. Okay, Maria wanted to see. Did Maria want to see the caddy? I didn't understand her request. I don't know if you were just wanting to see the blank. Those earrings are made for switch. There could be dancing tomorrow. You just never know with my girlfriends. Wear your hair up and show them off. Yeah, I should do that. Except for I don't have anything strong enough to hold this month's, like all this hair. I just have so much hair. My hair is definitely from Portugal. But anyway, Maria, is this what you wanted to see? The caddy? So this is the caddy. I don't know if this is what Maria was asking me. Yes, that is what I wanted to see. Yeah. So you put it over, I mean, this is such a horrible way to show it, but you put it over a bottle, a wine bottle, and it's got two slots for your stemware. Okay. But we also drilled holes into it all the way around. So in the kit, you're getting like a plethora of gorgeous beads and artistic wires. So you could like, make swirly thingies and then string your beads and like chandeliers, right? Like just gorgeous chandeliers. Let me get that out of the way. And, or you can make S hooks, right? Heavier S hooks out of heavier wire to turn it into a jewelry display. So like if you want to hang your necklaces or whatever off of it. So it's got options, but its intention is a wine caddy, put it over the bottle, slide your stemware in. But then I was like, well, it has to be decorated. Okay. So there's two Swarovski adorable, gorgeous pink crystals in this kit. They have a foil back. They don't have a hole. So you're going to have to decide what to do with them. And they're real. They're the real ones. And so I thought it might be fun to put like at least one of the Swarovski hearts, like, around this area. Like you could just glue it down really nice. And then what I was telling everybody is there's room in the box so that if you want to add the coasters, the matching coasters, then you can do that. So we're going to have a whole, if you go to the website, jewelloom.com, click on home decor, you're going to be able to see like the coasters, because there's also there's also one that does 4 stemware, right? It holds four stems. So then you got glass, and then all of them we put the holes on so that you can do, chandelier type. I can't believe I'm so tacky. This is like my I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm thinking. Like, why don't I have a pretty bottle? God, I'm such a goober. I am a dork. Okay. Anyway, this is the grapevine, like a traditional pattern, but I wanted something really beautiful for the Creative Soul peeps for, Valentine's, because I am so grateful to all the members. And can you make them float for the hot tub? Lord only knows. Anyway, Joan, I feel like there was something else, and I'm just not. We talked about the Creative Soul box. We've got the kit for the rock and roll band. There's still some beads. You could take this one off because
I was doing it. Let's see, you're going to post a link tomorrow for the Bellacraft, right? Bellacon.
There is a link that you can use. Basically, it's a link to just let Bellacon know that we're promoting it. I think some of you are just using the main link, which is not a deal breaker, but it just helps Bellacon to know that the Jewel Loom community is signing up under the Jewel Loom link. So I will have that. I could post it tonight too, but tonight or tomorrow, it'll be on the Jewel Loom page and in the Jewel Loom group.
I started to share it here, but I wasn't sure if it was allowed tonight. I could pull it up real quick.
Yeah, just do it. The one that I gave you in Messenger, the private.
Yeah, that's the one I'm pulling up.
Yeah. So, oh, I know. I was going to show you. Remember, I came live. I was live. I was alive on Saturday. And I did some weaving. I finished the other side. So this is the big piece for my NAMTA project.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's way cool. My arm was like killing me though.
I could see that in somebody's hair on a barrette.
Yeah, you're kidding. I mean, like seriously, right? So, so Saturday night I got this half of the loops done. And then we all decided collectively that I should go do the other side with the loops because I wanted to see like, okay, well, what's going to birth in the middle? And now I want to get my gorgeous bugle beads out.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to have the hardest time walking away from this project. I'm usually really good about like, you make it, you send it on its merry way. You just got to be that way. You got to let your babies go. They might have to pat me down before leaving the show.
I was going to say, there's some things that might come up missing off your board, off your eye.
Big void in the crown. You know what? But anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out with me Saturday night. I think we were on there for like 90 minutes at least. live, and it really did take a long time just to do these loops because they're very, very long and there's a lot of them. And so we all collectively decided, because I was like, I'm not feeling it to just go into the middle. I'm going to get off air and then I'm going to finish this. And then things started to birth. Maria,
can I say what I keep seeing in the middle? If you have a big, gorgeous bead, I mean, like, that's kind of flattish that you could sew on there. Like, I don't know, it just needs something there in the middle. Just it's gorgeous or sparkly.
I wonder if I have, even if I have to take this apart, I wonder if I should. I don't know if I have any more of those gorgeous bead buttons.
Oh, those buttons.
Oh, for goodness sakes. You got it, girl. You are right. I'm going to have to take this apart. If I can get one quick enough, I will.
I hate for you to take that apart though, too.
Oh, I know. It's not a deal breaker.
You're an antique button person. Don't you have something else?
You got some other stuff laying around? Probably. Anyway, I think I wanted to show you that, and I did. Yeah. So, there's these are so precious. So you're also going to, in that kit, and I think they're almost sold out. So look at these come in the kit with the caddy too. Look at these. They're so tiny.
Aren't those cute?
Look at the heart. It's just so stinking cute. I can't. Look how cute.
Aww.
So you can hang them from your little chandelier droppings. It's going to be fun. I definitely will start the process on the caddy next Thursday. I might have to run. If the paint doesn't come, I'm going to have to run over to Michael's and just buy some. I don't care. I'll do that. The pearl paints from Royal.
Oh, yeah.
I know Mel said she got hers at a Michael's in Canada. So I'm hoping that the Ventura Michael's or the Camarillo Michael's has them. And I do have to go to Thousand Oaks this week. So I'll check all of my Michael's.
I forgot the one time I was in Michael's, and then the next time I was near a Michael's, I forgot all about the paints. Because I do want some of that pearlescent. They're so pretty.
Yeah, I hope to get mine soon. But anyway, all right. So I think that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm real excited. I'm just real excited. There's so many really cool things going on. Lots of cool stuff. There just is. So cool. Lorena says, can't wait to watch Soul from the beginning. Enter with caution. Hey, again, thank you. If you're new to watching, the intention is just to inspire you to weave. I mean, when I birthed the original Jewel Loom, it was during a time where the bead shops in our country mostly were really having a hard time. They were really struggling. I was a part of like some big bead organizations, and I really wanted to come out with something that would help them teach their customers and sell beads. And as we all know, it can take a lot of beads, right? So that's really where a lot of the passion came from. And then just over the years, as you can see, I mean, so many different things have birthed. So this channel, Jewel Loom, is really about creativity, about inspiration. And again, from time to time, you might see two people talking about creativity, and sometimes we might talk a lot. I hope it's worth listening, because we really do want to talk about creativity and inspiring. And I'm a huge healing arts, supporter. I truly believe in the idea of filling up your soul with something that you do with your hands, even if it's cooking or gardening or crafting, whatever it might be. I do believe in the connection of healing by doing. So,
that's an amazing story. I just how that came about, because you also, I mean, for teaching and things, this is actually the easiest one to use, the most economical one, because it,
yes.
I mean, it's one of the best buys. Plus, it doesn't waste your wildfire. So it's really amazing that you brought it out for that reason. I mean, the
Oh,
economical use compared to other looms too is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, no, I really did. I was it was during a time. I mean, you got to go back to 20 late 2011, 2012 when I was going through the patent process and everything and the process with Bead Loom, and then she came out, was she come out 2012 or 2013? I always get those 2 years because they're kind of like all merged together. But
Ooh.
yeah, it was really a very very purposeful, like I want people to do things with their hands. I want to help the independent bead shop throughout the country. And so yeah, so anyway, healing hands for the soul. Yes. Yes. I love that. That's beautiful. That's super beautiful. Oh, thanks, Lorena. We love you too. Maria, thank you again. That just really such a very
Amazing.
kind thing for you to do. And it just fills my heart. And there's nothing more that brings all of this joy than seeing what you are all doing. You know, I see what you're doing in the group and I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my God. And when I give a mic drop or a OMG or come on now, like it's really like I'm over here just like losing my Cheerios because what you all are doing is just amazing on every single level, no matter where you're at. Your first piece, your 10th, 20th piece, like they're all so heartfelt, like no matter what. They're just really heartfelt. So I appreciate you. And Maria, again, I'll thank you 1,000 times. So they're just hot. I can't wait to like tomorrow. What do
I
you have
thought
to?
the last thing someone would send you was jewelry. That's what Maria wrote.
Oh, believe it or not, I don't have earrings. I don't have,
Oh my gosh, and those are perfect earrings for you with your
no,
long
they're
hair.
perfect. They're perfect. Thank you. Chardonnay. I might even eat a steak tomorrow. Mama might have her some steak tomorrow. Bring on the filet mignon.
So
And
you're gonna find an excuse to go out for the next month wearing those earrings.
Chardonnay and some steak.
Don't forget to flash your bracelet while you're at it.
I don't know. I might get, well, I'm not in Philly. If I was in Philly, I could probably get away with that. Here in
Well, just
California,
when you're holding your wine glass, hold it like this when you're not taking a sip.
oh, look at Joan. Hello.
Oh.
All right. We're going to go down the wrong avenue in a second. I can feel
Yeah,
it.
we better shut up.
I love you guys. And thank you for putting up with us. I hope you learned something today.
Good night, everyone.